pump killer, your worst enemy or your best friend?
I want to go back to the old days because I miss you and I just thought of you.
Welcome back to another one with us, the Review Bros, and today we're going to be delving into an honest review of Pump Killer by MST. So, is it going to kill the pumps, or is it going to give you killer pumps? We'll find out the answer to that as we cover the usuals, the taste, the price, the label, the effects. Stay tuned. And if you're new here, please do hit that subscribe button, tick the bell icon so you don't miss any future reviews, because we drop at least 3 a week, and it really does help support the channel. Cheers, guys. Into that first segment, the taste and the mixability comes in 2 flavours that I can see. Mango Marajuca, if I'm pronouncing that right, and the one we've got is Fruit Punch, which is quite a standard flavour. So will it be a unique one? Will it be a nice one? Let's find out together as we pretend it's our first time. Okay, so it's all mixed up. Let's take a good look at the mixability. So there's a few bits that settled at the bottom, but I will say that's the case with most pump formulas because by nature, obviously they're quite heavily packed with ingredients. So obviously you're gonna see a few bits sitting at the bottom. So we'll drink, we'll see how it goes. You know, I think it's going to be one of those ones you sort of give it a little swirl and neck it and it's no problem, but let's see how it tastes. Yeah, so it's definitely on the more unique end of Fruit Punch. It tastes more like, well, it doesn't taste like a pre-workout really. It tastes like just a juice you'd buy from the supermarket. Like well, obviously it tastes fruit punchy, but not pre-workout fruit punchy, if you get what I mean. So what I'm trying to say is it's a really nice one. There's a bit of sweetness to it, no sourness, no horrible undertones, no excess chalkiness, or excessive should I say. So I think they've done well there. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10, you know, really genuinely enjoyable, will not struggle. Into that price segment. So if you want to pick this up, head over to mst-nutrition.de where they do worldwide shipping, and you'll find this on there for €26.75 or 89 cents per the serving. And when you whack it on our price scale, it comes to a very respectable 8.5 out of 10, and I cannot stress enough how well priced that is when you look at other pump formulas. We're used to seeing them come in between 3 and 5 on our scale, so this is priced way better than average. So let's get into the label and the effects to see what are you getting for that money. Okay, label time, and we've got ourselves 22 grams, which is a nice amount for pump formulas these days. So it's going to be a bit of a tricky one because the label's kind of all over the place because of the different languages that are on there. But let's get into it. So we've got some bits and pieces up the top, you know, that's not too interesting. It's just listing the fat, the carbs, the salt, you know, the protein. Not really interested in that. So let's move down to the main meat and potatoes of this. We've got niacin at 120 milligrams. It's that itchy, tingly, flushy feeling when paired with beta-alanine, but it's a B vitamin, so it does also have background benefits, quite obviously. Then we move down to AAKG, aka arginine alpha-ketoglutarate, which is the salt of arginine, so it's going to help with pumps and contractions and endurance, and it's in here at 5 grams, which is really, really nice. You know, we're used to seeing this only at a couple of grams, so that's actually above the norm by a significant margin. And then we move down to L-citrulline demalate, 1:1 ratio, 5 grams. Obviously only getting 2.5 grams L-citrulline, which is the precursor to L-arginine, so I do think they're going with a synergistic approach, sort of synergizing that in with the aforementioned arginine to come to the NO boosting benefit. So we'd like to see double that of pure L-citrulline, in all honesty. I would prefer to have just seen straight citrulline at 5 grams, but like I say, they're going for that synergy approach, it looks like. So we'll have to see, Then we've got betaine HCl at a nice 3 grams, used to only seeing about 2 to 2.5, so above the norm. That's a jack of all trades, you know, pumps, power, endurance, all of the goodies. Then we move down to beta-alanine, that itchy, tingly amino acid, but also helps with endurance when it builds up in your system. 2 grams, lower than average. You know, we like to see 3.2 as the clinical, but 2 grams, you should get some mild heating, tingling, potentially. We'll have to tell you in the effects section. but yeah, more on that later. Move down into glycerol monostrate at 2 grams. An okay dose, you know, used to seeing 2 or 3 grams of the stuff. That's going to help draw in water and moisture into the muscle cell, achieving hyperhydration and give you that balloon look in the gym. Then we move down to taurine at 500 milligrams, probably half what we're used to seeing, but again, it's a jack of all trades amino, helps with cognitive benefits, energy production, and it pumps as well. And then I'm going to tie in 2 ingredients because they have similar effects, and that's N-acetyl L-cysteine at 300 milligrams and grapeseed extract at 200 milligrams because they're both antioxidants, so they're going to help with inflammation and blood flow. So, you know, just healthy ingredients that are gonna kind of do some background work to aid you with the pumps and the endurance in the gym. And then we've got the amino acid L-norvaline at 300 milligrams, which is a really nice dose. Definitely higher than what we typically see, but that's an arginase inhibitor, so it's going to help to bump up nitric oxide levels via a different pathway and generally helps pumps to last longer. So nice ingredient. Then we've got white willow bark extract at 200 milligrams, which you see occasionally. It's also known as nature's aspirin because it helps with muscle pain, joint pain, cramps, things like that. And then wrapping off the whole formula, we have black pepper extract at 10 milligrams, which is double the normal, but it's simply just going to help with the absorption and utilization of all of those ingredients, get them through you as quickly and efficiently as possible. So the label's looking quite respectable actually, quite a nice unique approach from some perspectives. So let's see what sort of effects you're going to be getting in the gym with that. Effects time with Pump Killer. In the few times that myself and Aaron have used it, so what did we feel like in the gym on this bad boy? And I'll cut right to the chase and I'll say, I think the bang for buck on this pre-workout is amazing. You're normally paying probably double that for most pump formulas these days, and as you may have seen in the label section, they're not really cutting corners to achieve that price either. You are getting quite a comprehensive label and decent doses for the most part, so they're looking at a bit of hyperhydration as well as NO boosting. You know, granted it doesn't have any nootropics in it, but then again it's not claiming to do that. It is strictly pumps, which is what we're here for. We do like the beta-alanine effect, you know, as you guys probably know that by now. It comes in at like a 3 or a 4 on our tingle scale, so you sort of know it's in there. You get a bit of heat in, some very mild tingles, but nothing crazy. But obviously we love the addition of beta-alanine in here. Even though it doesn't come in mega strong, it still gives that illusion of something kicking in, a sense of urgency to get moving. So like I mentioned, perfect for stim breaks in that sense, so you're not going super cold turkey. In terms of pumps, it definitely delivers. I mean, don't get me wrong, we have had more pumpy pre-workouts, but generally they're a lot more expensive than this one. So like I keep mentioning, you know, we don't often mention the price this much in the effects section, but I do think that that's perhaps its standout point as to why you might want to give this a look. Because if you are on a budget, it's going to be suitable for you, isn't it? And if, you know, you're bothered by taste, then it tastes good as well. So it's doing some box ticking, this pre-workout. So in terms of the pumps, yeah, you're getting a bit of vasodilation, you're getting some hyperhydration. I'd say it's doing all of the elements to a decent amount. It's not smashing any of those elements out of the park, but you know what, it's addressing all of the vectors that you would generally look for in a pump formula. We had very consistent, enjoyable results with this. If I had to score it out of 10, I'd give it an 8 out of 10, I think. And obviously that beta-alanine addition is adding to that score. If it didn't have beta-alanine, I'd probably be more saying 7, but we really do like beta-alanine in these sorts of products, so it always gets a thumbs up from us. So 8 out of 10 for Pump Killer. Doing everything right to a really nice level, just not completely outstanding, but for that price, you really cannot complain too much. So guys, let us know down in the comment section, what do you think of this product? Does it swing it for you? You're going to pick it up? All of the usuals, and as always, stay pumped.